What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Spyview TV. I came with a laugh this time around because it's so funny what was going on yesterday. Lewis-Skelly being linked to Chelsea, being linked to Manchester United, and in the end, is staying. We've got different and various of reports yesterday, and actually, their ups were gas. There was like bring him in, matches were let me not even start with the ups. Let me just focus on Arsenal Football Club. And speaking of Arsenal Football Club, Arsenal game against Colmar tonight is gonna be a welcome back for Serge Fabregas in a long, long time. But I don't know what sort of welcome he's gonna receive. Maybe, probably, a good one, and just like just silent, any sort of like dramas attached to it, because we left Arsenal, went to Barcelona. Barcelona went to Chelsea. It's kind of like it went to the rivalry. So I don't know how the Emirates is gonna be like tonight, but let's see how it's gonna be. I hope you guys are watching the game as well. So back to Mouse Lewis-Skelly. The funny thing is that this guy started Champions League final, performed. This guy against Real Madrid 2 seasons ago performed on the biggest stages. So talking about selling this young star lad, like this young star, talking about selling him alone is crazy. I can't even picture the idea of selling him. You don't sell your young star. You don't sell them, you keep them. That's why you see people like Arsenal, Man City go out there to buy young talent so that you can groom them, and when they become superstar, you don't have to spend 100 million quid to buy a player. Look at what's going on with Yandi Mande. One good season, he's going for 110 million quid. Who does that? It's crazy. So that's what I'm talking about. When you have a player like Miles Lewis-Skelly, when the news actually broke yesterday, I was on my way to work because I did not yesterday. So I was on my way to work. I saw the news. I was like, no way, no way. And then I was like, if at all I'm going to entertain anything, it's going to start from 120 million quid for Miles Lewis-Skelly. This guy actually performed on the biggest stages, like on the biggest, has performed consecutively on the biggest stages in the Premier League. He's the Premier League champion. Don't forget about that. And also in the Champions League last season, it starts the Champions League final. And also 2 seasons ago, he's played against Madrid and shine. And shine. What are you telling me? What are you telling me? What are you telling me? He performed on the biggest stages. So if Yan Diomande they can go for 120 million, 110 million or less, what happened to Master Lewis-Skelly? Is as good as any of them. Look at what players are going for. Fernandez, how much did they go for? See Caicedo. What happened to Caicedo last season? Done. 150 million quid or 105 or whatever they paid for it. So if you have a young talent, he's 19. He's 19. Just look at what he's doing on the ball. The ball control, the drive, the passes. Come on, lad. You must be joking. Anyway, he is not for sale. He's off the chart. So after the news broke yesterday that he's been offered, that is what we first heard. So my initial process, like, who offered you to Manchester United and Chelsea? Who offered? Is it Arsenal or is it his agent, which is the mom? And I know Marcel Skellerman will never do that because they are like Arsenal through and through. So does it mean that Arsenal offered Manchester United and Chelsea? Do you want to strengthen your rivals when you're going into Premier League battle with them this season? Because Manchester United came top last season, right? There is a potential that they'll push up a little bit this season, right? So you don't want to strengthen them. You do not want to strengthen them. The more players we've got, the better, because we've got loads of games this season. We're going to be playing in the Champions League. We're going to be playing in the Premier League. We're going to be playing in the FA. We're going to play in the Carabao. There are a load of chances for you to play. It's not even that packed, if you just look at it. Anything can happen. The Clarice can be on the bench for the first 3 weeks, 4 weeks. If you play Bruno G on 6, you can play Master Kelly as the 8. Everything is good. The Rice comes back, you can rest Bruno G, you can rest, just change the team, rest it up. And at the later end of the season, you can see the lad. You can see the lad performing at the high level without even dropping. That's because of the squad. So that's why you have the squad. So you don't just, improve on your squad and you downgrade it again. No, it doesn't make any sense. So why would you sign Bruno G and sell Miles Lewis-Skelly? It ain't making no sense to me. If it does to you, nah, he ain't. For real. So that's that about that then. And the news came from Sky Sports. The report, the news says Manchester United and Chelsea made inquiry. So the first one was like it was offered to Manchester United and Chelsea. Then Sky Sports came with Manchester United and Chelsea made an inquiry after Arsenal signing Bruno G. If Miles Skelly is available for sale. No way. So we've got two different stories, but in every rumor there is a bit of truth. You know, maybe Manchester United and Chelsea just ring us now. Yeah, what's up, guys? Yeah, you just signed Bruno G. Can we have Miles Lewis-Skelly? And Arsenal's gonna be like, nah, no way. We ain't sending you our youngster. No, that's not gonna happen. You just lock it up. We ain't selling them. It's not for sale. It's not for sale. And Miles Lewis-Skelly, actually, I think his agent, which is the mom, and Miles Lewis-Skelly actually put out a confirmation that he's staying. He's ready to fight for his place. He's ready to fight for his place in the team. And if you're a good lad, you know, is one of us, is Arsenal true and true. So you understand what it is to be an Arsenal player. You understand what it is to wear the badge. If you know what I'm saying. So he's staying. Simple as that. Simple as that. Moving on to other football clubs, we've got Barcelona upping up Rodri's deal. They offered Manchester City 60 million, is it euros or pounds? Let me check. Let me confirm real quick. Okay, 60 million euros. That's around 50 something million pounds, right? Yeah. So, and Manchester City are still actually hanging on, trying to see if they could get more. See, this transfer market that is just crazy. So Rodri is like 31, 32, or whatever it is. I don't know actually, no. But I know he's old. So if he's going for that amount of money, then you suggest Arsenal deal Bruno G from Newcastle. It's actually a brilliant deal. He's 28, turning 29 in December, and we got him from 75 million feet without no add-ons. But Rodri to Barcelona, Barcelona offered 60 million euros, and Man City is still holding on to see if they can get extra more because previously Madrid was in conversation to sign him, but I think it's way too expensive for Madrid, and Madrid is just like stepping out. And also, Jed Spence from uh, Tottenham Hotspur wants a move out. I think it's AC Milan or Inter Milan. I don't know which is it that wants to sign him, and they're really pushing for it. And also, our former player, Folarin Balogun. I think there he's been linked with a couple of teams in the Premier League. Let's see what's going to happen to him. Let's see if he's going to move. I've actually got a soft spot for Balogun because he's a Nigerian origin and I'm a Nigerian origin as well. So I feel, you know, he's my brother, you know, even though he represents the US, he's a US citizen. Yeah, that's good. No biggie. But I still want him to do well in the future. And a couple of days ago, I dropped a news regarding Gabriel Jesus. That is, as per Fabrizio Romano, Napoli made contact to see if Gabriel Jesus can be signed. Arsenal wants around £20 million, but Napoli wants to pay less due to his wages. He's on around £200,000 a week. I'm gonna be honest with you, yeah. Gabriel Jesus is not a flop player because for the first 6 months when he came to the club, him and Zinchenko, they really transformed Arsenal. The attacking was crazy. We were on fire. We were unstoppable. I can assure you. If you ain't watching those games back then, just go back and check the games where he played in. So Arsenal should try to move on these players. Players like Rius Nelson, I heard is close to a deal with West Ham. So let's see how that goes. And Gabriel Jesus, Napoli made inquiry, and also um, we don't know much about if they really want to sign him. And I said about Balogun the other time, right? It was Galatasaray, or is it Besiktas? Yeah, Besiktas who were interested in Balogun, but there is no agreement yet. It's just like an initial contact, making inquiry to see if the player can be acquired and all that. Yeah. So guys, let me know what you thought, what you think about the Miles Lewis-Skelly saga that happened yesterday, and everybody were going wild about it. And so before I leave, let me talk about tonight's game. You know, Arsenal against Coma, which says Fabregas is going to be returning to the club for the first time in a long, long time. So let me see. And also, I've got before I talk about the game tonight. Let me just read out this tweet from AAC Stuff. It said, "On this day 2023, Bukayo Saka scored that goal as Arsenal began their Premier League season with a 2-1 home win over Nottingham Forest." So, oh, okay. So Arsenal won. Okay, on this day, that was 2023. The season started earlier than this season because of the World Cup and other things. Yeah. So we won our first official game today to start the 2023 Premier League season, which is okay. But we need speaking of tonight game right now, we need to we need to get our shit together. We need to get our shit together. This is not funny anymore. I can assure you, it's not funny anymore. We need to get our shit together. We should stop losing preseason games like crazy. Uh Show TV is going live very soon. You can check out for his page. He's a good content creator. I watch him a lot. He's more of a like a mentor to me. You know, he jokes around about dishwasher, about ACs, talk about basketball and all that. But I can't be him. I just got to be myself here. So anyway, back to the game. Um, Arsenal need to get their shit together. Losing preseason game, that's enough. We ain't coming to Emirates Stadium to see Arsenal lose games. Preseason or no preseason, I want to win. I don't care if it is preseason or not. I just want to win. So tonight I'm going to be monitoring the game and make sure we win. I'm not going to stream. I'm not going to do any fan cams or any kind of like watch along or any sort of like what is it called after match report. No, I'm not gonna do any of those. I'm still gonna wait till when the season start. I'm gonna do a post match reaction, pre match reaction, and all that. Guys, just keep it locked in here. We're gonna be doing a lot of things on this channel really soon because Premier League season is starting. FA is starting. Champions League is starting. Carabao Cup is starting. All match, all the action. We are back in action real soon. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you like the video. Smash the like on this one. I just said like the video if you like it, but if you don't like it as well, smash the like on this one. And I will see you lot soon. Take care. Bless.